Hello and welcome back one and all. So this is part one of a special two-part video I'm doing, and this is at Join the Celestial Areana, and of course a full walkthrough as always. Now this is slightly different to normal because it is one heck of a load of monsters you've got to defeat in order to do these quests. So we're going to run through them all nice and quickly. So we've got 1 to 29 to do here, and then there is a final quest at the end which we'll explain, well, believe it or not, at the end of the video. Now I'm going to take this just to talk about the streams while this plays through, because you can see you literally have to go along, defeat a boss, rinse and repeat, and you have to do that, well, like I said, 30 times it will be in total, but that's not too much of a problem at all because it is relatively quickly until you get onto the later bosses, which all have over 70,000 health, so it will take you a little bit longer if you're lower leveled, or not at all if you're lower level, because you don't seem to be able to get more than one player in a room, which technically means you are going to be here and probably stuck at a boss for absolutely ages. Anyway, so moving on, so yes, the streams will be back from next week, and I do apologise that they haven't been around basically. It's been a pretty hectic time, but it's all going to be back to normal very soon indeed. As you can see, we're now onto the tougher bosses. I do have a little mix up about halfway through this, so hopefully you don't notice that too much, but that can happen to anyone, I guess. Anyway, so you do actually get lightcaster again, believe it or not. I know a lot of people have been pretty excited about lightcaster, and it is true that it has finally returned. And it, as far as I'm aware, costs 1,000 adventure coins, and I believe you get it from the shop that is unlocked here from doing these quests. I may be wrong with that, it may be in the main menus. I haven't fully checked it out, to be honest, for lightcaster as of the moment. Okay, so talking about the rest of the video, so at the end you are going to see a final fight quest which will load up. Now this one takes you to a monster that has about 600,000 health, and it will take you absolutely ages to do as always. Well, of course you use a really buff and overpowered class, which is more than a valid option, but to the point I'm trying to get to is basically later on today, maybe about, I don't know, quite about 10 hours after this video has gone up, there will be a second video on its way, which will be how to unlock the character page badge, which will have us defeating that final quest, and of course completing all the quests in the area. So we're doing all the main ones here in this video, which we're currently going for at the minute, and then we will move on to the final one. Now I believe we've got this monster and maybe 2 more to do after, and then you will of course see the final boss that I was talking about. So yes, here you go. Now this one here, I think it was about 180 or 200,000 health, and the last one has a whopping 400,000 health, so you do have to be here for quite a while farming the final set of the 20 to 29 section, I believe it is, or 20 to 29, one or the other, whatever it's called, the ones on the far right, because they do take one heck of a long time. At least they did for me, because as I said many times, and as many of you are aware, I am not the best with class selection, and I just felt like I wasn't going to die using Blaze Binder, which seems absolutely mad. I could have used Alpha Omega, but I thought it would have taken even longer to have used that class. Maybe I should have tried it and see what happened. Anyway, so this boss is literally about to go down in a few minutes. When I say a few minutes, I mean probably about 20 seconds, maybe even less than that. I'm probably going to guess about 15 now. So when we do eventually get to that point, you are going to see this quest that I was talking about, which will pop up in any minute now. Once we've done this, I can go turn it back in. Here we go. So this is your final monster. Once you've defeated this, you think you've done all the quests, you're going to get a character page badge. Wrong, you don't get it yet. So you can literally click back on his quest, refresh them, and here is this quest. Now we're going to complete this, as I said, later on in a separate video, which is of course going to be for the character page badge. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all back again for, well, the next video a little bit later on.